you have chords in your Ableton and you want to do more with your chords. Hey, my name is Garrett. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the 10-Day Producer. Today we are going to show you how you can take your chords and do a little bit more with them using an arpeggiator right inside of Ableton. Let's take a look. First, let me make some chords. All right, so we're in our Ableton session, and here's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna make some chords. Here we go. I'm just gonna jump. I'm gonna import I've got my BCS Burbs pad, which you can find on my Gumroad. Link in the description down below. I'm just gonna jump up to my first empty cell up here, and I'm gonna click on it, and I'm gonna make some chords. Here we go. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Check it out. See what happens. Like super freaking spacey sound, which I'm super duper happy with. Maybe I'll try adjusting the frequency just a little bit. Whoa, we got some laser going on. I increased the laser attack, which seemed to have produced that laser noise. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. All right. I'm gonna turn off my metronome, and what I'm gonna do now is I am going to just duplicate this MIDI clip right here into this empty MIDI file. And now the clip is here, but there's no instrument assigned to it. That's perfectly fine. So I'm just gonna drop something on it. I don't know. I mean, the whole point of this is to be creative, so let's just kind of see what happens. I'm gonna go to my Summer 82 pack, also from the same pack that the Burbs pad is in. And, let's see what Space Pad is about, and let's just drop it right into our empty MIDI track. Okay, now the Space Pad is loaded, so I'm just gonna mute the first track, mute my initial track, and then see what this Space Pad sounds like with the chords that I just made. Okay, cool. Pretty sweet. Maybe let's roll off the attack a little bit. That sounds great already. Okay, cool. So we've got a layering, but actually I don't really want to do a layering right now. I want to be a little bit more creative, and I want to kind of take the chords that I have and keep the same harmonic structure, you know, the chord structure or whatever, but I want to do something a little different. So what I really want to do is I really want to add an arpeggiator. An arpeggiator is just a big fancy word for kind of outlining the chords that you already have. So what an arpeggiator will do is it'll take my chords, bwom, 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 and instead of all of the same notes happening at the same time, it'll outline them. Boom, 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 boom. Let's actually just mute the first track and just focus solely on this second arpeggiator track right now. Okay, so that's not gonna help us because it needs to be a little faster. Okay, so this is totally reasonable what's happening right now. Ableton is only arpeggiating the tiny little bits of chords that I have. So it's only arpeggiating within this amount of time, which is a very small amount of time. So I'm gonna grab everything by doing Command A, and then I'm gonna do Shift, right arrow, and it's gonna extend everything out just a little bit. That's exactly what I want. Let's keep this area. Let's actually extend these out. And let's grab these and extend this out. I'm just doing this by Shift clicking, and then keeping my finger on Shift, and then just using the arrow keys over here. Okay, we're off to the races now. Although this is like a triplet rate. So I'm adjusting the rate over here at the bottom left of my arpeggiator. This is gonna change how fast my arpeggiator arpeggiates. Okay, that's sounding good so far. So what I want to do actually is I want to make the attack of this arpeggiation just a little sharper. Bop, 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 bop. So I'm going to go to my macro here, which I've already assigned to amp attack, which controls the amplitude attack, which is just the sound, not like the filter or anything, but like the actual like phonics itself. So I'm going to turn the amp down so it's a really, really quick attack time. Okay, cool. So I'm starting to get a happier timbre, but I want to kind of screw with the arpeggiator a little bit because I can choose it to do many different things. So what I'd like to do is one of my favorite things to do is to change the steps, which will increase the octaves it'll go between. Sweet. All right, now let's see how this sounds with my original channel. So I'm going to adjust the filter until I can kind of... Hey, all right, that's starting to sound pretty good. So just for fun, I'm going to jump over to my MIDI clip on my arpeggiator. Actually, let's take a second and let's actually rename some of this stuff and also recolor. I'm going to first jump up to my second track. I'm going to right click, assign track color to clips. This is going to change the clips to whatever color the track is, which is really nice because now these two tracks and clips are uniform and different from each other, which I like a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and just rename this clip. Actually, I'm not renaming the clip. The clip is actually the same. Oh, no, it's not the same. It's a little different. So I'm going to go over here, ARPs. And then I'm going to go to this one and do space ARPs. Typos are absolutely encouraged. So let's go back here. And what I really like to do is I want to change the actual notes because currently the notes are in the same octave. They're in the same register. So I'm going to go to the MIDI clip and I'm going to grab it all. And then I'm going to just shift, move it up, and what that did was it took all of my notes and moved them up one octave. So now my chords are here and my arpeggios are here. So we're kind of gaining more sound. Our sound is expanding. We're growing. It's wonderful. Whoa! That's already sounding pretty good. It's sounding a little dry for me though. The ARPs are, so I might throw in some sauce in here. I have a delay, dry, wet, and I'm just gonna screw with that a little bit on the macros. Mess with it, screw with it. Whoa, that wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I forgot that did that. Oh no, that's fine because there must be a filter. Yeah. Whoa, that's insane. I am just gonna actually add another delay to this because I don't really know what's going on. I'm just gonna add another delay, see what's up. So now I've got another delay over here. Let's make my delay a little spacier by putting it on triplets. Let's see how that goes. Kind of starting to lose the like arpeggio-ness. It's starting to sound like a pad, so let's roll it off a little bit. Okay. Still. Okay, so the triplets are sounding good, but it is kind of obfuscating how it's sounding. Obfuscating? I've never used that word before in my life. Let's just change the delay time to be not a triplet, but to be just a little bit more on time with the chords so everything kind of works together and not everything's sticking out as much. Shoot, okay, that's starting to sound pretty freaking good. And that is how you can take your chords and then make a little bit more out of them. And this is just one way of how you can take some chords that you already have or that you just made and expand them and make them into something more and unpredictable and unleash your creative ideas. If this video was helpful to you or you learned something or you were confused by something, please hit me in the comments. Let me know what you want to see next. I'll be happy to let you know how you can be a little more creative with it. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay creative, stay producing. Cheers, y'all.